Okay. So, I've heard about this thing that they're doing with Nintendo. Nintendo's having uh, patent battles, right? About capturing a creature and releasing it into battle, flying mounts and such on and so forth. I have some interesting evidence that might be interesting for them. See, the first Pokemon games were released on February 27th of 1996, right? Everybody knows that. It was red and green back in Japan. Okay? Let's take you back a few more years. The oldest game that allows you to fly on a creature was Ultima 1, the first Age of Darkness, released in 1980. It's the first video game to feature a flying creature as a mount. In the game, players could acquire a flying carpet, which was treated as a mount to travel to different locations, while other early games like Odyssey, the Complete Adventure App Venture, also released in 1980, featured mounts that were not flying creatures. The inclusion of flying mounts was a significant milestone, adding new dimensions to the game, exploration, and design. Now, they can't claim a patent on something that another game has already done. So they need to check their privilege on patents. Nintendo, check your fucking privilege, okay? This is some of the stuff that you see when you look it up. These are just game screenshots, but it's an old 8-bit game. Very old. Like ancient, in fact. And I'm sorry, but if they try to take away flying mounts, they'll be hampering future games that want to use flying mounts. Okay, Ark Survival Evolved has mounts. WoW has flying mounts. You have a lot of games that have flying mounts. Your battle with Power World is different. It's on character design, not character. It's not the same. You need to stop. Okay, we're going to put Ultima away. And I'm going to show you the oldest game to feature creature capture and summoning was Cosmic Soldier back in 1985. Okay? 1985. We're going back to 1985 before Pokemon was ever released or thought of. In Cosmic Soldier, you can recruit enemies, specifically alien creatures, to join your party by conversing with them. While you don't specifically see items such as a Pokeball, you can recruit the aliens to your party and hold them in reserve until you summon them. After recruiting the alien, you can employ it to fight on your behalf. This is not a new mechanic. This is not something new. Okay, here's a couple more. Just a couple more for you. Digital Devil Story, Megami Tensei, 1987. This game was on the Nintendo Famicom. Hoo-hoo-hoo, big surprise! Unlike Cosmic Soldier, it features a fusion system to create new creatures. Sounds a lot like Monster Rancher, doesn't it? Heck, 1984. This roguelike game allowed you to tame wild monsters to be your pets and fight alongside you. That was not the central mechanic of the game. Dragon Quest V, 1992, a game that later refined the monster recruiting formula, inspiring the development of Pokemon. Gee, really, you guys? You're going to try and patent the Pokeball when you got the idea from a different game? Are you serious? I am very stunned. You guys are absolute bonkers. And here's just some of the screenshots from Cosmic Soldier just to show you how old this game is. Look at this. Look at this 8-bit nonsense. And half of it's in Japanese. Or Chinese, something like that. I can't read it. What are you doing with your snoot? Sorry, dog bothering me. No. But seriously, like, there's no reason that Nintendo itself should be suing other companies for using ideas that are good ideas. You should not have a patent on that. Sure, you have a patent on the Pokeball. Do any of the other capturing things look like Pokeballs? Exactly? Okay, I play Ark Survival Evolved. I love playing Ark Survival Evolved and Ark Ascended. And we have something called cryopods. It freezes the creature inside. And it looks nothing like a Pokeball. You know why they call it cryopods? Here, let me show you. Let me look this up for you real quick. Hold on. I typed it in wrong. Okay. This is a cryopod. Does this look anything like a Pokeball? Does it? Does it? Okay. What it does is it takes the creature in and freezes it. Where, as far as I know, inside of a Pokeball, it's like living a little dream for the creature. I don't know what's inside a Pokeball. I don't even know if the people who made Pokeballs know what's inside a Pokeball. But I know inside of a cryopod, everything's frozen. That's why it's called a cryopod. It freezes things. And their issue with Pal World shouldn't affect our other issues. Okay? Yeah, sure. Some of the creatures are very derivative. Probably where they got the idea. Riding mounts are not a new thing. There are several games that have riding mounts. Sims, you can ride on horses. You gonna sue Sims? Rival Stars Horse Racing is a game about racing horses. You gonna sue them? Let's think. What else? Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption allows you to ride on horses. Are you gonna sue them? Any franchise that has any sort of dragon or riding animal, you would have to fight with them too. Because, you know, it's their thing too. You know, and it's damaging yourself more than it's damaging anything else. You're damaging more of your own image and trying to cover it up with all these new games and stuff. I get it. You're trying to be sneaky, Nintendo. I see what you're doing. You're trying to cover it up with all the new megas. Ooh, we've got new megas for you. Let's completely forget. And then people see how you're supposed to get the megas and then they get mad. Yeah, I see what you're doing. You're trying to cover up the scandal and everything with that you're having with Pal World and various others, including WoW and Ark and Pal World. And you know what? I can see how you'd be upset with Pal World. I can see it, because some of the designs are very similar. The silhouette's slightly different. But copying, imitation, is the greatest form of flattery. It just means you've made something great and someone wants to compete with you. The thing is, more people are going to buy Pokemon games than there are people going to stay playing one game. And you're making a big deal out of it. And it's not fair to the consumer to make us choose. It's not fair to the consumer, because they do have several unique characters too. Sure, you've got derivative characters like these. And yeah, I've seen the videos. I've seen the standoffs, the next twos, the, oh my god, this looks so much like this Pokemon, and I get it. But I've got news for you. You don't have a patent on an Anubian Jackal. If anything has a patent on an Anubian Jackal, it's Egypt, you idiots! Egypt started it. You know those Anubian jackals that are on the wall that, you know, inspired you to create this creature? They have a patent on it. Why don't you talk to Egypt? Okay? Stop being an asshole. But these look so similar to these Pokemon. No, not really. I mean, yeah, but not really. They took your idea, they made their own thing, and people enjoy it. Why are you going to stomp on someone's joy? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't I want to have a Grookey with a gun? That would be fun. They're not afraid to push the limits, push the boundaries. And now you're trying to tell them that they're not allowed to? Because of patent? Excuse me, while I try and air quote this without you being able to see, but patent it? I'm sorry? You guys are being assholes. Nintendo, you just need to stop. I get that you're upset about some of the designs, and that's honestly, you know, you can be upset about that. Be upset, but if you want to be upset about designs, you should also be upset at the millions and millions of your fans who create fan art, Fakemon, and a million other things. Because you know what? Some of the Fakemon look pretty close to your actual Pokemon. Okay, can you not do that while I'm trying to do things? Thank you. Stupid. There we go. Okay. There are so many Fakemon out there. And some of them have even taken your beta designs and made them their own. And there's millions of people. And let's not even go over the fact that some of these creators, these amazing people who create Fakemon just for fun and regions just for fun, are also making their own games, using them. Just private little games that they share among friends and lovers of the game. Do you want to squash all of that too? Do you want to try and patent that too? Because I'm looking and I'm seeing all these wonderful Fakemon. And people who have created in the past, when you've in the past, when you have, what's the word I'm looking for? In the past, when you have sort of leaked silhouettes of various Pokemon, your fans have created what they think the creature might look like. You want to squash that out too? Oh, and here's something interesting. Pokemon and Digimon. You know, if you're gonna take out all those other companies, you might as well bring Digimon into the thing. Oh, but wait, you can't. Because they digivolve. They aren't summoned using Pokeballs. And, oh my gosh. And what's interesting is the fact that some of the Digimon look very similar to Pokemon, but wait, didn't Digimon come first? Let's see. Oh, interesting. And you still haven't done anything. Oh, here we go. Television series. Digimon Adventure, 1999. Interesting. I have a series that came out in 1999. You know, it's still going, uninhibited by you guys. I mean, the Digimon movie made a lot of headway. I liked it. And interesting, Agumon looks kind of like Charmander, doesn't he? But didn't you guys have a lawsuit about that and end up losing it, you know? Mm. Maybe that's why they're still around. It's like companies are trying to constantly compete with each other, and it's like Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and oh, let's see. One of my favorites was the Monster Rancher games. Let's see. Monster Rancher. 1997. 1997. Monster Rancher game, 1997. You guys didn't do anything about that either. You want to know why? Because monsters are created from discs. They're not summoned onto battle. They follow their people around. They're trained. They're raised. But it's a similar concept, right? Interesting. Interesting. Ark Survival Evolved? One of my favorite games. And it's being yelled at for having cryopods. But we also have sea creatures, land creatures, and flying creatures that you can use to, manipulate the world. Ride on them. If you take away my games, the gaming community is not going to be very happy. If you take away their games, they're not going to be very happy with you. Ark has been around for a long time. And I don't even know if it was before Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Evolved was 2017. Let's see, when was the Cryopod released? So it's below level 51. Let's see, when was Valguero released? What year was that? Oh. Let's see. When was the Valguero map released? This should be interesting. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's see. Oh. Interesting. 2019, 2020, 2021. Huh. And you can only get it if you're level 51. Or you have a friend make one for you. Interesting. How you're not making a big fuss about it until Pal World came out. That's a little bit sus, in my opinion. You're only now having issue with it because of Pal World. That's very silly. You take away our stuff, you take away our games, the gamers will riot. The gamers will not be happy about it. In fact, I haven't ever gotten a Pokemon game except Pokemon Go. And I also have Pokemon Fusions, but that's not an officially recognized game, is it? No. So, if you take away my cryopods, my ability to ride on my dinosaurs, and various other features that are useful for my games, I'll just go ahead and get rid of Pokemon Go. I'll just uninstall it. It takes up a lot of space on my phone anyway. What would be the point? You've taken away everything else. So, Why would I give more money to a company that's taking away my other games? Why? Why would I? Nintendo really needs to think before they act, because they're not the first people to create any of this. They're not the first people to have a flying mount. They're not the first people to have a riding mount. That's for damn sure. They're not the first people to create any of this. And they're trying to patent it? Excuse me? Maybe you should research into your own into the past before you try and claim a patent on anything. You want to claim a patent on your own creatures? That's fine. Those are your creatures. You created them. Good on you. You want to claim a patent on using the word Pokeball? Yeah, sure, go ahead. But claiming a patent on gameplay mechanics that aren't yours to begin with? Nah. That's not cool. That's not cool. Don't get me wrong. I still love Pokemon. It was my childhood. It was something me and my cousins grew up with. We would watch it Saturday mornings all the time. It was something we looked forward to. I cherish those memories. I love those memories. I have Pokemon merchandise that I won't get rid of. But you take away my game mechanics for my other games because of your stupid patent, because you think you own the mechanic when you clearly don't, as I've shown, we might not be friends anymore. And I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way I do. Nintendo, knock off your bullshit. You know better. You know you're not gonna win. There's no point. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. You're being an asshole. You're just being an asshole and you know it. Quit shit. Smack you with a freaking rolled up newspaper because you're being stupid. It's like a couple of kids fighting over who gets what. Except the kids are adults. They're sitting in court and they're acting like children over game mechanics that aren't even theirs. Stop it! Just stop it! Stop being stupid! Alright, I'm done ranting. It's ridiculous.